Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Budokat Films WWE Universe 2K17. This is the Rivalries show, our women's division. Starting off tonight, we have Charlotte challenging Stephanie McMahon, the current women's champion. Coming up, this is our last show before Money in the Bank, which will be the ladies of Rivalries as well as the gentlemen from Raw coming together to battle in the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Charlotte, of course, being accompanied by her manager, Dana Brooke. It's hard to imagine what type of shenanigans Dana Brooke is going to cause at ringside for Stephanie. We will see, I suppose, as we get together and head to the arena. And our new show, Rivalries, is broadcasting from the brand new Rivalries Arena. And there she is now, the Nature Lady, Charlotte Flair, being accompanied by Dana Brooke. When you think of Flair, you do think of Charlotte and the flair and the attitude that she brings to the ring. The genetic superiority of the Flair family is very apparent and on display today. Charlotte and Stephanie have a long-standing rivalry that sure will be coming to a head here tonight and at Money in the Bank as well. And there she is, our WWE Women's Champion, Stephanie McMahon, coming to the ring today. Stephanie, of course, awarded herself the Women's Championship when Rivalries started, letting everyone know that she is the top dog in the division. Charlotte, of course, had something to say about that and has challenged Stephanie. They've been fighting each other for weeks. Looks like we're gonna get started here. Oh, Stephanie going in hard and aggressive. Charlotte reverses it. Oh, spinning neck breaker. Stephanie gets up. She's going right back down to the mat. Charlotte showing she's in control in the beginning of this match. But Stephanie reverses it. Oh, Stephanie hits the ropes and takes Charlotte's head right off. And Stephanie reverses it again with an arm drag. And a slap to the face. How insulting. Oh, Stephanie's bragging and boasting, but that confidence and arrogance got her in trouble. Now she's back down on the mat and Charlotte's in control. Charlotte working that lower back. Oh, Stephanie taking it back to Charlotte. Charlotte seems a little stunned, but then reverses it again. This is a match that's just back and forth, over and over. Stephanie wisely escapes from the ring and with the battle doesn't end. Stephanie getting out of that submission hold. Being thrown into the post. Champion not showing a champion caliber match tonight. Charlotte has been in control since the very beginning. Oh, and Stephanie gets back in the ring. As you know, Charlotte needs to pin or submit Stephanie. The championship's advantage does not change the title on a countout or disqualification. Oh, and Stephanie goes in for the pin. Insults Charlotte along the way. A miscalculation there by the champ. He cost her. Oh, and that's back again. Charlotte not taking anything for granted in this match. Taking every opportunity to show Stephanie who is the true genetic champion. And the pin. Stephanie kicks out before the one. She rolls back outside in the ring. And tackles Charlotte to the ground. Oh my God, can you believe this? Stephanie ready to make a comeback. Throws her right into the barricade and back into the barricade again, working on that lower back. Oh, and a backbreaker. Backbreaker to the mats outside. They may be mats and pads on the ground, but that ground is still hard. Stephanie very much in control at the moment. Goes to the middle rope and drops on Charlotte's back again. Stephanie targeting that back. And Charlotte back down to the mat again. Dana Brooke on the side of the ring. What is she doing? Distracting Stephanie and Charlotte. And Charlotte takes advantage of the distraction. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what that's called, but that looked devastating to Stephanie. And now the figure eight. She's going for it. The figure eight. This is a devastating move. Can Stephanie break free? Stephanie break free? Oh, figure eight. Stephanie, is she gonna get away? Oh, she finally is able to break the hold and separate. Oh, stomach kick. Stephanie's back down. Oh, Charlotte takes her down again. And the pin. 1, 2. Oh, just about to the 2 count. Stephanie seems to be tiring out here. Possibly injured. Not a strong showing from the champion tonight. And then a Hurricane Rana. Stephanie taking back control of the match. And the pedigree. She's setting it up. Can she get the pedigree? She gets it. That could be the turn of the match right there. And Charlotte kicks out at the 2. Stephanie cannot believe it. But this match has been very one-sided in favor of the challenger. Should not be as surprised as she seems. Throwing Charlotte out of the ring. Stephanie taking a moment to catch her breath, it appears. Oh, and it's another flip neck breaker. Stephanie's on the ground and she's not getting up. Charlotte spears Stephanie to the mat. This could be it. Is Charlotte going to pin our champion tonight? Of course, the title's not on the line. But that can only demoralize the champion going into Money in the Bank, where they will have a championship match. Stephanie sees that coming. She saw the setup for the figure eight. Stephanie's going for it again. The pedigree. The pedigree. Can this do it? Let's look at that again. Oh, that could do it. It's a devastating move. Stephanie's going for the pin. Can she get it? 1, 2, 3. She did it. And our champion barely squeaks out a win. That was an upset. Charlotte was in control of that match the entire way. But the champion manages with 2 pedigrees in a row to take this one away. Sure that Charlotte will be thinking about that going into Money in the Bank. One more time with the pedigree. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. There is the champion one more time. Stephanie McMahon. The women's champion of the WWE. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Rivalries today. We've got a great show coming up for you. Of course, we just had the Stephanie McMahon Charlotte match where Stephanie came out on top. But coming up later, we've also got Carmella and Emma. They have been in a rivalry, very, very heated, very, very aggressive to see who is going to be the number one lady in our division. After that, we've got Bayley, who's been showing an aggressive streak lately. She's not been the happy-go-lucky hugger that she's always been. She seems to be turning over a new leaf. Well, interested to see what else is happening with her. And of course, versus Paige, the dark horse from England. Former NXT Women's Champion, former Divas Champion, but still striving for that new WWE Women's Championship. After that, we've got the Divas Champion, Eva Marie versus Sasha Banks in a one-on-one match. That should be a pretty great show. Sasha is striving to get the Divas Championship back and put the prestige back into the women's wrestling divisions. Eva Marie, of course, the heel champion, the diva. She puts the diva in the divas division. After that, we've got Trish Stratus, the legend, Trish Stratus, versus the newcomer, Amy. Amy is, of course, part of the invading Bullet Club. Bullet Club is in all of our divisions across the line, and the women's rivalries division is not immune from the invasion of the Bullet Club. And then finally, our main event for the evening will be another matchup with Asuka versus Alundra Blaze. These two have just been brutally beating each other. It's the some of the most violent matches I've ever seen, men's or women's combined. So you'll want to make sure that you can catch that. This rivalry has been for to be the toughest woman in the division, and both Asuka and Alundra Blaze are very, very strong contenders for that title. All right, now at this point, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when I come back, we'll see Carmella versus Emma. If you can hang in there with us, we'll be back soon. Welcome back to WWE Rivalries. Our next match is just about to begin. We've got Carmella versus Emma. These two have been in rivalry for quite some time now, and looking to tie that up at Money in the Bank coming up soon. What's this? Emma's coming out. It's not letting me control anybody for some reason. Let's try that again. Wait, these two are in the ring. And let's get things started here with Carmella and Emma. Excellent. Backbreaker from Emma. Oh, and focusing on the moneymaker there. Boot right to the mush. Emma is not one to hold back with her opponents. Was quite the move there. Emma showing early on who is in control of this match, and it is her. DDT to the ground. Emma clearly in control of this match. Carmella has got to get something going here, or else this is going to be over before she knows it. Going back to the face. And again, a kick to the face. Emma showing a bad attitude out here tonight, being relentless than Carmella. Carmella turning it around. Emma possibly setting things up to really drive home the point with Carmella. Stomping the face over and over. Oh, and Carmella reverses it. Oh, just barely makes it back into the ring. Emma back in control. A little bit of offense shown by Carmella outside the ring, but Emma's still very much in control of this match. Carmella's reversing it with an arm drag. Takes Emma down to the ground. And Emma reverses it. Carmella in very bad shape tonight. Wonder what's going on with her. It's a very poor showing for somebody with quite a career going on at this point. I don't know that I've ever seen Carmella pushed around as much as she has been here tonight, and Emma just rubbing it in. Carmella getting a little bit of offense in there. Seems to have stunned Emma. Emma's still down after that one. Carmella with the leg drop. And Emma's up. And she's back down. I've got a little hair in there. Carmella maybe playing a little dirty. Trying to get back into this. Carmella is on a roll here. She's truly pushing Emma to the limit at this point. Emma taking a moment outside the ring to catch her breath. Probably a smart move there. And Emma posing for the crowd, taunting Carmella. And Emma's back in the ring. Oh, and a headbutt to the face. And Emma's going for the pin. Oh, she's got her feet on the ropes. And the referee wisely catches it. Stops the count. And Emma pays for it with a backbreaker. Carmella still not coming back in this match, although she's brought a little bit of aggression back to Emma. Trying to match Emma with aggression is probably not going to be a good thing for anybody. Oh, and a running elbow to the back. And a running suplex. Emma going for the pin. And down to the 1 count. Oh, and a flying body splash. She came halfway across the ring with that one just from the second rope. Can you imagine? Emma, disbelief that pin cannot work on Carmella. Little snap back there, and it goes for another pin. Carmella just saying no. Emma rolls her up, and a pin. Attempt again. And one final pin attempt here. Oh, and Carmella kicks it out. Not a final pin at all. But Emma knows that the end is near. Carmella is looking pretty tired and pretty worn out. She's going to have to really get something going here if she thinks that she's going to be able to beat Emma at this point. Another splash from the second rope. Emma goes for the pin again. Carmella kicks out one more time. Carmella is showing some amazing resilience here as Emma takes the boot to the back of the head. How brutal. And Carmella is still down from that one. Attempting to get to her feet. Emma once again going for the pin. And Carmella's out at the 1. Emma is showing some real frustration here, and Carmella not being able to be pinned. An elbow to the neck. And an elbow to the neck again. Carmella is down. Eyes are closed. She doesn't look like she's moving. She kicks out again at 2. Emma's saying, get up, get to your feet, let's do this. And throws Carmella back down to the ground. Emma toying with Carmella at this point. Oh, throws her right out of the ring. Can you believe this? I've got to say, Emma is showing a very, very strong style here tonight. Oh! Emma didn't quite hit the way she wanted to there. It may have hurt her just as much as Carmella, that elbow. Oh, and Carmella blocks it. Throws Emma back into the ring, and she's got a response of her own. Getting out there, Carmella should be attacking Emma. And now she's paying for that lapse in judgment, the experience of Emma coming through here today. And still with the 2 count, Carmella is showing a very, very strong Strong resistance to pain here tonight. It's unbelievable. Emma once again throwing Carmella out of the ring. What does she have in mind here tonight? Quite a sequence, quite a... Oh, and a belly buster right to the mats. Emma wisely breaking the count. And again, Carmella's on the ground outside of the ring. Oh, and Carmella getting fired up here tonight. You be coming back here? And again, breaking the count. What does she have in mind here now for Carmella? Oh, and Emma, or Carmella rather, gets it back. Throws Emma back in the ring. Could we see some offense here from Carmella tonight, possibly? Oh, right to the back of the head, taking Emma by surprise. And Emma says, no way. Oh, man, so close. What does she need to do? Flying cross body. Emma not taking no for an answer here. And one more giant body slam. This may be it for Carmella. And it is. Emma takes the win. Carmella not in her typical form tonight. She's... There we go. Emma is victorious in the ring. There she is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does she have in mind here? Oh, just going back. Oh, I can't believe it. She's just kicking and stomping Carmella as she's on the ground. Hasn't she had enough here tonight? Emma says no. Look forward to seeing what's going to happen with this rivalry at Money in the Bank. All right, folks. Another match in the bag here for rivalries. Coming up, we've got a real fan favorite match coming. Everybody just loves to see these two go at it. We've got Bayley versus Paige, one-on-one, coming up next. We're going to be taking a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have that amazing matchup for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WWE Rivalries here on Budokat Films and Die Rocky Die's Twitch page. Getting ready to jump right in here with Bayley versus Paige. Former champion versus former champion. Bayley showing lately a more aggressive side, a angrier side, a little more treacherous side, being aggressive with some of her opponents, coming out and taunting other rivals in the ring. Interested to see what's going to be happening with Bayley here in this match. And here she comes to the ring right now. Bailey. The fan favorite Bailey coming out of NXT, making her main roster debut here earlier this year. But as we were saying, Bailey's attitude seems to have changed a little bit. Here comes Paige. Paige, another former NXT champion and former Divas champion. Oh, and there's that treacherous side of Bailey that we're starting to see. The match hasn't even started. Her opponent's not even in the ring yet, and she's already outside, just brutalizing Paige. Believable. Not the sort of thing we're typically used to seeing from Bailey. Paige is coming back saying, "No, not in my house." Oh, Bailey tackles her to the ground again, just smashes the head into the mats. The referee calling for them to get back in the ring, and at this point Bailey obliging, allowing the match to officially start. But you ask me, that Paige may be in a spot that she's going to have some difficulty getting herself out of at this point. Oh, and a neck breaker for Paige from Bailey. Paige gets out of that. A little kick of her own to Bailey, knocking Bailey to the ground. And a suplex. Bailey reversing it with an uppercut to Paige. Some kicks. And just a straight up punch to the head. And a suplex of our own. Bailey looking awfully proud of herself. The crowd not really sure what to make of this treacherous side of Bailey. Definitely not used to seeing that sort of thing from her. Of course, attitude or oh no attitude, Bailey's work is definitely a fan favorite here and always near flawless. Flying elbow and the pin. 1, 2. Oh, almost the 3. That would have been a major upset for Bailey. Just boots to the face over and over. Paige is really reeling here. She's never really been able to get off the starting block. Oh, but here we go. And a neck breaker. Kick to the back. Bailey back to her feet. Oh, and a suplex of her own. Finally for Paige to get back to her feet. And the Bailey to Bailey. Bailey to Bailey. 1, 2, 3. Almost 3. That couldn't have been any closer. That could not have been any closer than 3 without being ending the match right then and there. And Bailey tries it again, but Paige kicks out. Bailey cannot believe what just happened here. Bailey going back to the top rope one more time. And here she goes. Oh, and Paige moves. Bailey just throw it down to the mat. That is the ring experience of Paige coming through. Oh. Paige goes for the pin. 1. Bailey kicks out. But still down. That elbow drop may have really hurt her chances here tonight. She's still on the mat. That mistake really changed everything here. And Bailey reversing it. And another belly to Bailey. And the pin attempt. Let's see that again. Oh, right down to the mat. Paige's head bounces off the turnbuckle. This could be it. Wisely grabbing the ropes, and the ref is able to see. Again, the ring knowledge of Paige. Ring awareness is hard to beat. Bailey again unable to get that final pin. And a neck breaker here for Paige. Bailey seems to be getting off on a roll here. Paige could be in trouble. Knocked back against the ring. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana. Bailey goes for the pin. 1, 2, and oh no, very, very close one more time. These women are really showing that they are what they're made out of. Knee to the face. Bailey is not playing kids games anymore. Really showing Paige that she's here, she's a contender, and she's here to stay. Trying for the elbow drop a third time. Is this going to be more successful? It is in the pin. 1, 2, and Bailey almost wins that. Oh, can you believe it? The frustration level by Bailey must be just out of control here. A major suplex. Major suplex. And a third, Bailey to Bailey. Goes for the pin one more time, and the referee gets there. 1, 2, and 3. Bailey wins it. Bailey wins it here tonight. It'll forever be debated, did she get that win because she jumped Paige while she was on her way out here tonight, or did she just out wrestle Paige? I'd say that she took Paige by surprise earlier and really knocked her out of her game and out of her comfort zone here, so let's go ahead and get back to the ring. There's the winner, celebrating with her fans. What's this now? What Bailey's recent attitude change of hers is just too much. The match is over. You've won already, and she's just continuing to hurt Paige, just to beat her, and the referee just calling for her to stop. Another suplex to the mat outside. What is she doing? And another belly to belly down to the mat. Paige is hurt. She's down. The referee finally gets some officials out here to break this up. Bailey yelling to her fans. Once the poster child of the NXT program, Bailey really disappointing a lot of people, letting her fans down with this new aggressive attitude. Interesting to see what's going to come of her come Money in the Bank. Alright, and coming up next, we've got the Divas Champion Eva Marie versus Sasha Banks, the boss herself. As we know, Eva Marie's been locked in a rivalry with Bailey over the Divas Championship. Divas Championship, of course, brought back by our commissioner as the secondary championship here on Rivalries. The Women's Championship being our primary championship. The Divas Championship coming in as a secondary. Let's go ahead and join the action here down at ringside. And there she is, the Divas Champion, Eva Marie. Crowd really letting them know what they think of her here. Eva Marie taking her time getting to the ring. The champions time, I suppose, is her own. No, she doesn't wait on anybody's schedule. She doesn't rush to the ring. She's taking her time. And the crowd just loves to hate Eva Marie, the Divas champion. And here comes the overwhelming fan favorite, Sasha Banks, the boss herself, making her way to the ring. Sasha, of course, in the championship picture for both titles. There's been talk by Sasha Banks that if she wins, she'll unify both titles and make one single women's title that'll be defended every week here on Rivalries. Of course, that would be the champion's prerogative if she does choose to do so, if she were able to earn both belts here in Rivalries. But currently our champions are really making that difficult for the boss. Good Eva Marie, the Divas champion. And of course, Stephanie McMahon, our women's champion. Both locked in bitter rivalries of their own. Of course, Stephanie challenging Charlotte Flair earlier in the evening. Oh, and Sasha Banks is showing the Eva Marie that wrestling is not fake. Wrestling is real and it's not easy. Eva Marie, of course, always trying to take the easy way out. Sasha starting to show why she's the boss. Well, very disrespectful there. And Sasha goes for an early pin attempt. Could she pin the champ? That would be quite the upset. Certainly a flower in the hat of her. And here we go. Bayley. Bayley's out here. What is she doing? Whereas Eva Marie still a little injured from the beating that Bayley gave her a few weeks ago. That back is still must be sore. Bayley, what is she doing out here? We don't know yet, but she's just at ringside. Sasha Banks going to work on that back again. And a kick right to the face. The champion is down. Sasha goes for the pin. 1, 2, and she does not have it. The champion's up. She's up. Making her way back to her feet. More work to that lower neck and back area. Sasha knowing. Oh, and the champion reverses it. It's Sasha in some trouble of her own. Sasha getting to the rope wisely. That's the in-ring experience coming through there. Oh, but Eva Marie gets a kick of her own in. Boss need to make a comeback. He has plans to unify these titles coming up. Gonna really need to start beating the champion. He's been in control most of this match. We know that the champion is injured. Sasha doesn't want to lose tonight. Sasha goes to the top rope, to the outside of the flying crossbody. Unbelievable. And the crowd loves her. Sasha Banks, the boss, working on our Divas champion here tonight. Up she goes, down, back down to the mat. Can you believe this? Sasha putting on a clinic here tonight. How to take down the champions. Little attitude, and the champ throws her from the top rope. Unbelievable. And a DDT right to the mat. Sasha is down. Can you believe that? Oh, and the back neck. Just for the pin attempt. Can't quite get it in there. She's going to need to work on Sasha a little bit more before she goes for that again. Boss isn't going down easy here tonight. And a suplex. Again, going for that injured back of Eva Marie's. And the boss rolls it up. Costly mistake there by Sasha. Brings another DDT her way, taking her down to the ground. Oh, and Sasha with a takedown of her own. Slap, and a slap to the face of the champion. Just so disrespectful of their Divas champion here tonight. Eva Marie easily gets out of the way of that one. And goes for the pin here tonight. One. Sasha kicks out. We need to do more than that to Sasha Banks to keep her down. Oh, tries it again and Sasha reverses it. What do we have here? And oh, and a pin. Eva Marie able to kick out. Sasha can't believe it. Says no, this is over. She says she's done with this here tonight. And the backstabber into the bank statement, and Eva Marie is able to break free. What are we gonna see here? Oh, a hurricane runner from the top rope. And Sasha mocking our women's champion, or rather our Divas champion here tonight. Working on that arm and back area. She has Eva Marie twisted around. Look at that. Bailey on the side. Still hasn't made a reason for her to being out here known yet, but oh, and a big boot takes Sasha down. Crowd not liking that Eva Marie is back in control. Working on the lower back of Sasha herself. Oh, and Sasha catches her. Oh, and Eva Marie gets away. She takes down Sasha. Eva Marie giving the crowd something to boo on. Sasha gets her, brings her back down again. Oh, down to the ground. That may be it for the champion. And another neck breaker. Oh, and a backstabber into the bank statement. And again, Eva Marie's able to get to the rope to break it. Oh, Eva Marie with a backbreaker and just grinding it in there on the boss. Sasha's trying to get up, but she has had some of her back work done here tonight by Eva Marie as well. Oh, and a giant drop there from the champ. And Sasha takes Eva Marie down to the ground, down to the mat. Oh, and Eva Marie gets her feet up on the ropes. Ref wisely sees it and says, "No way, you're not getting out that easily." Sasha responds with a no of her own. And another neck breaker. Oh, and Sasha going for that injured back of Eva Marie's one more time. Oh, and the champ reverses it. She takes down Sasha. Bailey getting involved now. The referee may have lost control of this match. And Eva Marie picks up a win. The boss just leaves it out there and crumbles at the end. She was in control this entire match. Just couldn't get it done tonight. What an upset. Our Divas champion taking out Sasha Banks. I don't think anybody would have expected that. Can you believe that? What's Bailey doing out here? She's just coming out to make her presence known. Get in the way, maybe trying to get into the champ's head. Who knows? Our Divas champion, ladies and gentlemen. heading into Money in the Bank, will be defending that championship as well. All right, folks, we've got more matches coming up for you here soon. As we've been doing all day, we're going to be taking a quick break and then jumping back in. And when we come back to WWE Rivalries right here on the Buddha Cat Films Network, presented by DieRockyDie.com, coming up next, we'll have Trish Stratus versus the newcomer Amy from the Bullet Club. That is going to be an interesting match. Amy making her Rivalries debut here tonight. We've not seen her in action. We only know that she's associated with the Bullet Club faction that seems to be infiltrating our ranks through all of our shows here tonight. So we're going to see that one against the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. How they ended up together, we're not sure yet, but sure to be an entertaining match, and everybody's interested in seeing what Amy can do. And then after that will be our main event, Asuka versus Alundra Blaze. And as you know, those ones, as Jim Ross would have said, are quite a slobber knocker. These two have just been beating each other bloody every night as they've been going through, trying to see who the toughest woman in Rivalries is. Asuka versus Alundra Blaze coming up a little bit later. Trish Stratus versus Amy is our next match, and we'll be back for that after the break. All right, everyone. In just a few moments, we'll be joining the Rivalry show again with Trish Stratus versus the newcomer Amy from the Bullet Club. That will be coming up here soon in just a few moments. All right, and we're back. We are back here with Trish Stratus versus Amy. Here comes Trish, the Hall of Famer. Perennial fan favorite. We know exactly what we're going to get with Trish here. Going to be high-level wrestling. And a lot of trouble coming from Trish. When Amy put in the challenge here, challenging the women last week, Trish was the only one to respond, not only one who is not afraid of the Bullet Club. Here she comes, that newcomer Amy. She's part of the Bullet Club, as you can see by the colors she's wearing. Bullet Club is infiltrating all of our ranks. We're not really sure what it is that they're trying to do, but they are showing up, and they are certainly making an impact on all of our shows here. Amy, of course, is making her debut here tonight. This is the first time we're seeing her in action. She's going to be taking on the Canadian Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. I think we're all very interested in seeing what Amy can do here tonight. Right, and they're sizing each other up from across the ring. And there's the bell. Let's get it started. Right. Amy gets the first kick in. Takes a little bit of action here on Trish. I would say certainly Amy has the size advantage on Trish Stratus at this point. That may be something that comes into play for her. Trish getting back in the ring. Amy making a major mistake. Trish taking advantage of it, as you'd expect the Hall of Famer to do. But Amy gets the moves again, knocking Trish back out of the ring a second time. She just doesn't want her in this ring here tonight. Oh, and a major kick to the head. That is incredible. Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer, doesn't believe what she's in for here. She was not expecting this type of challenge tonight. Amy reverses it here, taking control again. And again, a third time, knocking Trish out of the ring. Amy saying, this is my ring, this is the Bullet Club's ring, you don't have a chance. And running bulldog to Trish. Just like all of the Bullet Club, Amy's no different here tonight. She is not taking any prisoners. Oh, here we go for a submission move. Amy putting Trish in the rack. Trish able to get out. Turns it over to a possible pin, but Amy throws her off. Amy grabs Trish again. And another bulldog. It looks like, yes, puts Trish back to the mat. Amy going back up to that second rope. And, oh, a crossbody, but she misses. Costly mistake. That may be the inexperience coming into play here. Thinking that that's going to be that easy to finish off. But she forgets Trish Stratus is a Hall of Famer. Suplex. Trish never afraid to take on challenges. Gladly accepts last week here on Rivalries when Amy made her debut, telling the women's locker room that this brand is weak. She's here to bring some strength and some power to this women's division here on Rivalries. And she catches her. Can you believe that? Look. Amy with the backbreaker. What an amazing catch. She's saying to Trish, not yet. You are all done. And the cross. Amy gets her up. Oh, and Trish reverses it with a knee to the head. Amy reverses that. And another reversal. These two are just going back and forth and back and forth. Amy throws her down to the mat. Oh, and a belly to belly. Oh, and an arm drag. Trish gets Amy down to the mat again. Amy with a reversal of her own. Looking to end things here. Trish saying no way. Little action on the back herself here. Trish working that back of Amy again. Amy taking control. Trish into the corner. Oh my goodness, can you believe what that's happened there? Here comes Amy with the successful crossbody this time. Goes for the pin, it's unsuccessful. But certainly has done some damage here to Trish. What is she gonna do here? Oh my God, look at that! Can you believe what you're seeing here tonight on Rivalries? The newcomer Amy throwing the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus just across the ring in a total back-breaking motion. There's no way Trish is getting up from that one. That could be it. Oh, she kicked out just at the last second. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She's still on the mat, but she is hurting. Amy says, get back down there. This is my ring, as she drops the kicks right to Trish's face. Look at the bruises on Trish. Look at her face, just beaten red. Amy not taking any prisoners here tonight, but Trish is. Trish reaching out to the stratosphere. Oh, and a kick right to Amy's face brings her down. That may be one of the strongest moves that have hit her all night. She kicks out right there. Trish looking for some satisfaction, not able to get it. Amy back to her feet, gets Trish back down. There we go, see another belly to belly. Oh, Trish was gotta be hurting. You could see the fear in her eyes as she was going across there. Reverses it with an uppercut, forearm to the face. And a DDT! DDT! Trish going for it. One. Just from a DDT that Amy is able to get out of that. I can't believe that type of abuse can be she can just kick out like that at the one. We may be seeing some real trouble here from Amy if she's able to hold her own like this against a Hall of Famer like Trish. Imagine what she's going to be doing to the rest of the ranks. Here's that move again, throwing Trish across the ring. Let's look at that again. Oh my God, Trish is just being thrown like a rag doll, and the pain in her back must be so unbelievable. Amy going for the pin. This could be it for Trish. And it is. Trish unable to withstand the onslaught from the Bullet Club here tonight. Amy's our victor, winning her first match in Rivalries against the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. Couldn't ask for another better debut, this superstar. Just manhandling a Hall of Famer like that really is gonna bump you up the card quite a bit here. Unbelievable, the brutality and the savagery we saw in the ring tonight from Amy. Look at that again. The back of Trish Stratus may be injured. She may not be able to compete any further. She's really showing some pain. And there's the three once again. And your victor from the Bullet Club, we've got Amy. We're going to see some things coming from her in the coming weeks, I'm sure. The Bullet Club wouldn't put her here unless they had a reason, unless she had her sights set on the titles. And the Rivalries universe really, really accepting Amy here tonight. And as we get ready for our main event here tonight, folks, we're going to take another break. And then we'll be back with our final brutal main event, Asuka versus Alundra Blaze. These two rivals, as we've been saying all night, have just been beating the living hell out of each other all through these last few weeks, and it's coming to a head here tonight on the final Rivalries before Money in the Bank. Stay tuned for our main event after this break. Alright, and jumping back into it here tonight, we've got our main event, Asuka versus Alundra Blaze. This is going to wrap up Rivalries, the last match of the last show before Money in the Bank. Don't forget that we're going to have Money in the Bank, the pay-per-view, playing out later on tonight. Oh, and Alundra Blaze sneaking up behind Asuka. She doesn't even get out of the ring. Look, I'm telling you, we've seen this over and over. These two just can't stand to be around each other. Fists are flying as soon as they're in the same building. And look at Asuka coming back with some attacks of her own. Oh, and Alundra Blaze may be paying for her brash attitude coming out here and attacking Asuka. Asuka gets her up. Oh, but Alundra reverses it, brings Asuka down, hits her face right into the ground. Can you believe it? These two will not leave each other alone. I've been saying all along that they've been beating the hell out of each other, and they're still doing it here tonight. The two toughest women in wrestling right here, folks. Through the sign, Alundra Blaze crashes Asuka through the stage lights. Somebody get them out of there before they hurt each other. I can't see anything, folks. All I see is the top of Alundra coming up and down over and over. And they make their way out again. Asuka heading to the ring, wanting to finish this up the way it's supposed to be. Alundra Blaze is the one turning it around, though. Just making it look effortless to beat Asuka. And the referee gets involved, says we're going to do this in the ring, or we're not going to do this at all. And Alundra Blaze says no. The referee's had enough, and he called it. He called the match. It's a draw. Going into Money in the Bank, these two can't even hold it together. I don't know if they'll even be able to wait until Money in the Bank. They may just destroy each other before it even begins. This match didn't even reach the ring before the officials had to get involved in stopping it. The match at Money in the Bank, though, will have a finish. We will have a winner of the Asuka and Alundra Blaze feud. We will know who the toughest woman in wrestling is. That's all coming up on Money in the Bank. All right, folks, we're going to take a break here for probably another hour or two, and a little extended break. When we come back later on this afternoon, we're going to be working on Money in the Bank. We're going to see through the WCW matches as well as the women's matches. We've got a handful of title matches that are going to be worked on there. We've got, of course, the Money in the Bank match and a whole lot more. So be sure you guys tune in again a little bit later. Make sure you subscribe to get all the notifications. If you ever want to make sure that you can follow me on Twitter, that's DieRockyDie, at DieRockyDie. The O in Rocky is a 0. So it is DieRockyDie. The O in Rocky is a 0. So make sure you get that correct. We post all of our times and all of our information up there pretty frequently. Join the fun. Know when I'm online. It's going to be good.